Hi, are you in a job where you are receiving system generated reports like this, which has got so many columns and many rows? And what you need to do is to just copy one column at a time and paste it into another report. Now, this can be time consuming if you are doing it very frequently in many reports. Recently, Microsoft has understood this problem and has come with a new formula in Excel. This can easily help you to get this kind of things where you select couple of columns or selected columns and you get into another sheet in just one formula. How this is done? Let's have a look. Now here I have the sample file. As you can see, it has got more than 25, 27 columns. And the requirement is to get few columns into another sheet. Now, very quickly, I will show you how this is done. So here is the formula through which the same report, which was having too many columns, I have referred here and I've given the range here, and then I have given the sequence of column which I want to return, right? So here 13 means the 13th column in that particular sheet needs to be returned first, followed by 16, 17, 3, and 2. So here 13 column, if we go back to the report again, the 13th number column is here, M column, which is full name, and that's how you are getting here. Let's try to understand this formula, choose calls, in little more detail. So here I have some sample data available, very few columns just to make it easy to understand. So the very first scenario here we are going to see is to get certain columns. For example, here the source is here and the formula result that we wanted is here. It can be another sheet, another file as well. Okay. So if you want to get column student, which is column number 1, don't refer the sheet, actually refer the range. So here, if we see there are 5 columns, so student is the first column. Okay, then maths, and then average, like this we wanted. So the position of these columns is 1, 2, and 5. So what has been done here is, you can see, choose columns, the range has been selected like this. You can see starting from the 6th row without header. You can include header also, then you have to remove this part. And then first, second, and -1. What is -1 here? Is first is student, 2 is maths, and -1 is from the right. So if you are giving a positive number, it starts from left. If you are giving a negative number, it starts from right. So student, maths, and average would be returned. If you want to put it different way, you can also say 5th column. It will also give the same result. Also, you can say -1. Same thing, because the either you are starting from left, then 5th column, starting from right, it's a -1 column. Yeah. Let's see another example. Here again, same range. However, this time we have given the range of column to be returned into array format. Yeah. So it is 2, 3, 4 in array that can be given, and the result will be same. So second is here, then third, and then fourth, which is history. Like that, you can get this data. Let's see the next one. Here the column numbers are written in a cell. Now you wanted to refer the column numbers directly from cell instead of typing. So what can be done? You can use simply the range, the column range also that you wanted to return. So 2, 3, 4 is what you wanted to return. Left side range remains same. Yeah. Now if you change it to, let's say, 3, you get the third column, which is biology, right? And if you change it back to 2, we'll start getting second column. Let's see the next example. Here we are trying to get last few columns. For example, if you want to get average and total. So one way is to start from left is to fourth and fifth. But if we start from right, it is -1 and -2. We want it first as average, which is from the right, it is second position. So it will be -2 and -1. If you look at the formula, you will see here, choose the same range and -2 and -1. If you wanted biology, then you can change it to -3. Yeah. The same way, if you wanted to get average from the left, then I have to type 4. That is the fourth position. Okay, like that. In the reverse order, you can get the total as first and then followed by average. How this can be done? It's just that put it at the right place, the column sequence, which is -1, -2, which is -1 is this and -2 is this column. The next we have is the alternate columns that you wanted to return. For example, you have a requirement to get first, then third, then fifth. Now, how this can be done? So this can be done either hard coding it, you put it at the right place like first, third, and fifth. But if you want to make use of Excel functionality or Excel formulas, you can use this method, which is sequence and roundup. With what we are trying to do here is we are trying to count the number of columns available in our data range, divide by 2, and then rounding it up. So it should become, here we have 5 columns, so the divide by 2 becomes 2.5 and round up becomes 3. So 3 is the value it is going to return, followed by the sequence formula that we are using to find out or to give the sequence of columns with the step parameter. So here the step is 2, means it will not just write 1, 2, 3, it will say 1, 3, 5 like that. So that's the step parameter has been given in the sequence. So that way we are getting 1, 3, and 5. You can see it in the formula as well. If I go to formula menu and say evaluate formula, you can also have a look from here. I'll click on evaluate. It got 5 divided by 2, 2.5, rounding up to 3, and then sequence using the 2 steps. It is making 1, 3, 5. And finally, the 1, 3, 5 is the column which are returned. Let's have a look at another example. Now here what we are trying to do is we are trying to get the same result into the reverse order. So what we are doing, we are getting the same columns, but we are multiplying by -1. So 1 will become -1, 2 will become -2, like that. So that way we are reversing all the columns. If we want to see it using formula evaluate, we can check it like this. Here, and then click on 1, 2, 3, 4 it got, and it is trying to multiply by -1. So everything got changed to -1, -2, -3, -4. So instead of starting from left, it started from right. Okay. Let's see another one, which is where the data is coming from, or the column sequence which needs to be returned is in a cell, but it is comma separated. So first what we have to do is to split this cell values using comma. So this is where the split text function is used, followed by we are doing a multiply by 1. Now why multiply by 1? Because it will return only a text value. Now we cannot supply a text value to the column number. So we are multiplying forcefully by 1 so that text becomes a number. So that way the numbers will be returned and we will get the columns that we are looking for. Now we can check it one more time like this. Here, evaluate. So here it is trying to split. It got 1, 4, 5, but these are text. As you can see, it is in double quotes, and multiply by 1. That's where it got converted to 1, 4, 5. As you can see, the double quotes are removed like this. Okay. The last one, we will see an example where your data is into multiple ranges. So here it is not just one range. Here there are 3 range. So, and you wanted to bring it everything into one formula. So what you need to do, you need to merge three range into one first, followed by, then you will use the choose call. So how you are going to merge these ranges? For that, you will use vstack function. So here what we are doing is we are giving first range, second range, third range, and we are trying to merge them together using this, followed by, then we are giving the column sequence that we want to return, the 1 and 3, which is student and biology. That way we are trying to bring everything into one formula. Hope you have enjoyed learning with us. Thank you so much.